All right. Let's get this thing going here. This chair cracks me up every time I sit down. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Couple things. Clean the glasses. Clean the lens. Okay. Whoa. All right. Probably should have done it before I mounted it, but it's okay. All right. A little bit more. I think we're good to go. And then we turn. This is way too bright. Give me a second. All right. We're ready to rock. All right. I think that's better. How's the weather? Actually, it is wonderful in here. I have a Vornado fan heater. I don't know if you've ever seen these things. I had to turn it down. It was actually too warm in here. It feels great. It's like 69 in here, 68 something. It's awesome. All right, let me go back and take a look and see who we have in here. Welcome, welcome. Now we're still before the time. Now I will eventually be doing OBS, kind of having a nice live stream where you'll see a nice intro and we'll be ready to rock and roll when I get there. But as of right now, I don't have that. I do, however, have the laptop. So I just invested in this about a month ago. It is screaming fast. 48 gigs of RAM, a 4080 GPU, and yeah, it's just crazy fast. So it's awesome. Yes, the Asus G14, and it's souped up. Like this one is like a custom like upgrade, but still covered under warranty. So pretty cool stuff. All right. No, it's like 12 or 14 degrees outside right now, like right outside the garage door, and it's like 66 in here. It's awesome. Feels great. Feels good. All right. So just a first thing, the winners from last week, I just found out the emails this morning. I completely spaced on it. I won't do that again. I'll just do it right after the stream from now on, like I used to. And so that won't happen again. But just so you know, if you were one of those two winners, I'm sure you've already responded. I will be getting those out with this week's winners tomorrow, or as soon as I can. I want to get it done by Friday. Now, first of all, let me go ahead and copy over the Google Sheet. Okay, so the Google Doc is up, or I should say the form is up. Okay, I think we're ready to rock. Well, early bird doesn't necessarily get the worm. It's a random generator, so we've had a pretty even distribution so far. The Leatherman arc's been pretty good after I modified it. I mean, I've been rocking. Hold on a second. This is actually the perfect little lamp to kind of show things off. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this thing. It's called the Night Tour, but it also has like this, and it then can be made really, really bright. And it also has, this is actually kind of cool. It's not plugged in right now, so I have to do the shake thing. But it has this little piece, and this is actually something that has a high CRI, so it's like the perfect lamp for showing something off, which I'm going to do right now. So let me put that behind there so you can see, angle this. There you go. So you can kind of see how I've done it. Now this one I've talked about a bit, and it has been modified a lot. Like I have the bit driver in there, and I have actually these are really cool, these little scale add-ons, which are like just stick-ons. They're awesome. I found this guy on Instagram who does these for a whole, like he has a bunch of custom scales too, but this is actually really sweet. In fact, you know what I used the knife for today? It's really funny. We made a snowman, but it was super icy out, so we ended up having to use ice balls instead of like rolling it, because you know it needs to be sticky to make proper snowman. And so I ended up carving like the shape with the knife. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, SHOT Show videos are coming. So I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTube shorts. That's basically what I'll be doing. We'll do a recap afterwards, but I'll be shooting those and just kind of getting them up as quickly as I can to kind of be first looks. With any luck, and you guys will find out first, with any luck, I'll be shooting some of those with a new camera that will be built into a pair of glasses. So I got the Meta glasses. I don't know if I'll get them in time though for this trip. So they'd have to come between now and Monday. We'll see. If they do, it'll be a really interesting, I really want to see what it looks like to make shots with it, but being able to be hands-free. They also have speakers in here so I can like listen to music. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be quite interesting about those, and I'm kind of excited to try it. This will be the last live stream until the week after SHOT Show. So we'll have one and follow up on the following week. So it'll be good. I'm glad everyone got to make it. Hello, hello. Welcome from Kansas. Yeah, covered. Oh my God, that is the greatest racket of all time. So the glasses themselves are $350, which is expensive already, right? But it is quite a powerful thing that they have. It's much better than the last generation. And then I'm like, oh, that's okay, fine. So I go to Lens Crafters and I do the thing, and I have to get prescription lenses. You would not believe how expensive it is to get prescription lenses in those Meta glasses. You just would not believe it. It would literally blow your mind. So I had the Insta360 Go, and they just came out with the Insta360 Go 3. I strongly considered it, but I've tried it before, and it's centered, like you put it on like a neck chain and you center it, and it does have really good video, but you have to do a lot of post editing with it. I really wanted to have like an eye's view, and I wanted to try this. I know it's expensive to try, but it's also something people are really interested in right now. So I wanted to talk about it in the sense of, is this where technology is going? And my belief is that the future will be no phones, and it will be a watch and a pair of glasses. And this will be your screen, and this will be the processing unit. And that's my thought. Like this will have some of the components that are in your phone, and this will have some of the components that are in your phone. And that's how the future of technology will be in the next 20 or 30 years. That's my thoughts anyway. I mean, like you've seen, some people have seen this amazing show called Altered Carbon, where they have like a little lens. That's more like it. Yeah, Tim was telling me they have a D2. If you go to Menards, there's a D2 flipper from Crescent brand that with rebates, you can get it for like $4. That's pretty cool. But the question is, Tim, how well did the heat treat the D2? I mean, because like you can really mess up the D2 easily. And if it's messed up, it's not going to be any good. All right, so we are officially starting. It is 9 p.m. Welcome, everyone. We have about just under 80 people in here. The same as always with our live streams. What I've been doing is there will be a giveaway automatically. What you have to do is enter in by the Google Doc that is pinned in the live chat, okay? And there will be one winner automatically, but if we get to 200 concurrent viewers, which we usually do, we will up that number to 2 winners, and that will be pretty cool. Now, today, I have something really exciting. We're going to do a little bit different kind of giveaway stuff. So today, the winner is actually going to get this, which is a Bluetooth version of the G-Shock, also known as the Casio. So this is a very, very nice watch. And honestly, it's my watch. I was going to keep it, but I don't like the way this one is set up with the Bluetooth. I much prefer the multi-band 6 kind of setup, like what I have on my wrist right now. In fact, I just finished talking about this, which is this G-Shock. It's like I reskinned it into a steel case. So I got this steel case set up at AliExpress. Phenomenal. Really, really good. But the thing is, it's not just like it needs to have the multi-band 6. It needs to be just like this. The problem is that it won't get signal. First of all, it doesn't connect with the phone very well at all. It's not seamless, and I would imagine it drains some of the battery. So, but it's a nice watch. I mean, these are really, really nice, and there's so many custom mods you can do. And the one thing I will say about this one is the light on the Bluetooth enabled version is way better than the one on the regular. Can you see that? You really see the difference. Ooh. What did I just do? That's all right. And so that's going to be the first winner. And then for the second winner, I'm going to actually give the second winner a choice. They can take this. I just put all of the bracelets back in, and all of these have been worn very, very little. You can have this watch right here, which is a mechanical Invicta I got when they were really discounted, but I haven't worn it like much at all. It's a great watch. It really is. And I've actually really impressed with that particular. Most of their watches are garbage because they're all like really weird looking, but this is the smaller variation of their mechanical with a Seiko movement. It's very good. Or you can also get, if the second winner wants, they can take these 2 Casio watches instead. And neither one have been worn much at all, and neither one have any scratches or anything like that. So this is my way to kind of, these nice watches that are sitting in my collection, to kind of get rid of them. I have a number of other watches that I looked at like 3 minutes, and then I'm like, nah, that's not really my thing. And that was it. And so there's a couple other watches that for next time that I'll be giving away. But I'm super, super pleased with the update to the G-Shock Square. So this is an absolute going to be permanent in the collection for sure. And I have a few others as well. So pretty exciting stuff. I'm a huge analog fan. Most of my watches are analog or analog digital. Where did I put it? Over here. So this is like the watch collection, as it were, in this case. But, and most of them are analog. Most of them are analog. A couple of digital watches. So the one I'm wearing is one of the 2 digital watches in this case. The other one, this is really cool. So I just talked about this on Instagram, but I'll show you guys. This, of course, is the Casio Royale. Let me get this out of my way so I don't show my face. Don't look. There we go. So this is the Casio Royale, but this is in a steel case with a sapphire crystal. It's like almost 10 times as much as the watch itself. The case was. It's awesome. I mean, like I do have a lot of analog watches I really like. Like here's the Duro. Love the Duro. That's a great watch. This is one that was gifted to me. I don't really wear much. So this is the only like actual mechanical watch that I would put on. Right. But other than that, like I just don't like I don't do mechanicals for the most part. That was a gift. By the way, this is the coolest thing. This is my favorite find ever. This was a watch that I looked for on eBay, couldn't find it, and when I went to a local thrift store to donate stuff, and it was in the case, like a brand new one. I couldn't believe it. I love this watch so much. It was like I have an exact copy of this that's beat to heck, and I'm like, I want another one of those. This watch is awesome, and it has the original band and everything. It's just actually amazing. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, that's incredible. I want that right now. I also have Timex watches. I have a few of them in there. Not many good Timex watches. There really aren't. Just compared to Casio, it's like, it's not even close. Yeah, like the most Swiss watches are pretty terrible, but that older design was kind of unique because of the huge indicators and also the, just, it wasn't that expensive too. It was awesome. All right. Do digital compasses on watches work very well? Depends on which one you're talking about. Like the one on my Garmin, I have an Instinct 2 Solar 2, like Instinct 2 Solar, and it's really good, very accurate, and of course it has GPS as well, right? I got that particular watch because it's one of the few Garmin watches that can drain low enough power in battery saver mode to basically be infinite until you need to. So like you can basically leave it in normal watch mode until it's time to actually do anything. Ramsey Silent gifted 1 subscription. Tim, you got lucky. Tim got lucky and got the membership. How did that happen? Who'd you bribe? Who'd you bribe over there at Google, Tim? I mean, it's deserved, to be fair. So I would say one thing about the memberships. They're going to be changing in a positive way, getting more things. I need to update some of the benefits. One of the things I just changed today, I don't know if you're seeing it yet, is that I am going to give priority to response to those comments of people who are channel partners, aka members, because it's very easy to find your comments. Like there's a special dedicated member section, and then I could see all the comments that that person has ever had. So when people join up that have been around for a while, I see the comments that I might have missed that are like a year old sometimes. So I went ahead and I answered all of those. So I know I have none unanswered right now. So that's pretty cool. I'm like that I can do that because I get hundreds of comments a day. And if I used to spend hours literally just answering comments. I can't, unfortunately, do that anymore. So this is a way for me to get more specific and just be able to help when I can. Also, you can always email me. So if you don't want to do that, you can always email me with specific questions if I don't see it. Dude, congratulations. You reached 1,000 subs. You should be very proud. I'm telling you, 1,000 subs is way harder than 10,000 subs. And a year and a half is not a bad amount of time either. It's not bad. It's much harder to hit to hit 1,000 than it is 10,000. And I would say the same thing is true with 100,000 for the most part. Yeah, so if you're just joined as a member and you're wondering how all of a sudden you got responded to by me for like all your comments, it's because when I go to the member section, I can see all the comments. So I'm going to be doing that at least once a week. So I will never miss a member's comment. Now it might be saying, hey, that's really cool. And of course, I'll just like show that I see it with a little heart icon. That's mostly what I use it for, to show that I've finished it. But if you have a specific question, I will try to answer it as well. The Edifice watches are interesting. I haven't found an Edifice version that I really like. In fact, I have an Edifice in there that I'm probably going to give away. It's really nice. I've used it I wore it like twice, literally. And I got to put the watch band back together, because my wrist is I'm like a 7-inch wrist approximately. And I need to put the other links back in. As soon as I do, then it can be something that we give away. Almost to 200K. I'm pretty close. I think it's 197, something like that. Pretty close. I really stopped worrying about subscribers. My bigger question is always, have I interacted properly? Like in a way, do you feel like you're able to get to me in some way? So between email and the memberships, I'm hoping that you guys can do that. That's the only thing that really matters. And it's pretty fun, don't get me wrong. The 200,000 really only matters when it comes to negotiations with companies. Like, being that I have almost 200,000 subscribers, there's a lot of people that, they're more flexible. More flexible with how we do business. All right. Yeah, so just a reminder to anyone who's in here that wasn't in there earlier, make sure that you enter the giveaway for today by going to the form that is pinned in the live chat. So you go to the Google form. It only works while we have the stream going, and we will do a drawing at 9:45 p.m. So you have to be here for that. But yeah, you can do it now and go and then come back at 9:45. But make sure you do that and get in on that. So you want to monetize, and here's why. When you monetize, you actually get promoted more, from what I can tell, by YouTube. But there's secondary benefits as well. Like, you get traction in a new way. And also, it's a good motivator. I remember that day when I first got my first $6. And then it was I had a month where I made $30. I'm like, well, I just paid for that one thing I bought, right? And so for me, it was sort of crept up on me until it just shot up in 2022. Or was it 2021? Todd Marzat. I'm having a hard time. Marazzo. Todd Marazzo, welcome. Thank you for joining as a channel partner. I appreciate it. I was like, why am I having trouble reading that? Thank you. Welcome. So yeah, and don't forget, being a channel partner also means you can enter to win the monthly giveaways. So we'll be doing that as well. So I haven't figured out what I'm doing this month. Still thinking about it. But it's either way, it's going to be awesome. There'll be 3 winners, and we'll do that every single month. So one of the reasons why we're not doing 10 winners every live stream, well, first of all, it takes up the whole stream if I do that. But also, it's just what I want it to be more. There's some rewards for everyone, and then some rewards specifically for members. Yeah, and this is really important. So if you are a content creator in this genre, I want to be very clear about this. From a monetary standpoint, when you're successful in this genre, when you bring people in, when you are viewed, you actually are helping me. and every other content creator in this genre, every single one of them. Believe it or not, that's how this works. It's like we all genres live on their own island. And by building better content and having people visit that island, you get to expand the island. Okay. So anybody who does work positively in the genre helps everyone else. So good on you. I hope you stick around. Hitting that 1,000, I'm telling you, is a huge milestone. So congratulations on that. So the time zone, so basically in 30 minutes, but it's Eastern Standard Time. So we're in New York time. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. All right. So SHOT Show is huge, by the way. I thought Blade Show was big. You could fit 4 Blade Show Atlantas in the space taken up by SHOT Show. When I looked through all the different vendors, it was like 1,200 vendors. It was insane. I was just blown away. Yeah, don't worry about making us look good. The only thing you need to do is whatever you're doing, be passionate about that thing. Okay? If you like one small little section of everyday carry, like let's say Swiss Army knives are your thing, just do your thing that you like. Just that's what you need to do. You don't have to be a jack of all trades. You can do the one thing that you like. And what comes across is passion towards that thing. You love wallets, do wallets. You love flashlights, do flashlights. Whatever it is that's you're passionate about, just do that. You'll be fine. And the thing is you'll be really good at that one thing. And they will, like, even I'll go and I'll check out your stuff because I'm like, well, he does just that. So maybe he knows something I don't know. So it's always good. Speaking of Swiss Army knives, what are your thoughts on the 2024 Tara Brown limited editions? I don't like limited edition anything. I'll be honest. I am one of those boring people who every time I get something limited edition, I end up selling it or giving it away because I hate feeling like I've just denied someone else the opportunity for something, to have something for their collection, because I am not a collector at heart. That in the sense that I like looking for the limited piece, you know? I'm a collector in the sense that I want to have a bunch of different samples to showcase. Like I want to have like a different knife of every style and so on and so forth so I can showcase for future videos, but I'm not a collector. YouTube just introduced me to a channel for canned sardines. I know YouTube is awesome because there could be someone who's passionate about one small thing and it's just amazing. Yes, and SHOT Show is Vegas. We are going to Vegas. Angelo gifted 1 membership. Marco just got it from Angelo. Congrats. And thank you, Angelo. That was really nice. Welcome to joining the channel partners. All right. All right. So if you guys got any questions about anything related, you let me know. I forgot I had this on the table. I can't show it to you. First of all, it's insanely rare. This thing right here, I'm just going to show you the back of it. I can't show you what's actually inside. I can tell you that what's inside is not only incredibly rare, it is also one of a kind. It is made in Austria, of all things. And yeah, I don't know. This could be incredibly illegal. I don't know. I don't actually know. I will tell you it works, and it's scary. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going to do it. They stopped making these years ago. I think they stopped making this about 20 years ago. Made in Austria. I think the last time I saw one of these up for auction, it was like $6,000, something like that. Yeah, they don't exist anymore. I can't show it to you. It's one of those. It's one of those items that you're not allowed to show on YouTube. Let's put it that way. I can't show it to you. Sorry, I can't. I'm pretty sure that this video will be like, no. Am I still doing the 10 big store EDC challenges? I haven't. You know what it is? There's a bunch of cool ones like Shields and all of these cool, like we have them, like the East Coast has some pretty boring sports stores. And by the way, they're terrible. Like I was just at Dick's Sporting Goods and I noticed that they put the knife section in this real, like, and I'm talking, it was like by the bathroom, this little wall. It was just Leathermans and like a couple of knives. We are like, wherever we are, we're like ashamed to have knives anywhere, basically. It's so bad. I can tell you, someone says, have you ever bought a counterfeit knife off of AliExpress? No. I know enough to know that they are not good. They are not good. I mean, like you could just watch some of the examples from like Dutch Bushcraft knives. Like they've tested them, they're just terrible. Like you just wasted money and you enabled whoever it is to do more of what they're doing, which is bad. Like I'm all about clones. Like I have here, let me show you. Let me grab my little flashlight here. Like this is like a good clone, right? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what the knife is. Like this right here is a clone, right? But you know which one it is. You know exactly what it is. You also know it can't be that knife, right? It's really clearly not that knife. Let me move it so you can actually see it. And this knife is actually amazing, right? This knife is in 12C27. It has great finger access, great action. And this knife was like $22, right? It's made. Land is a sub brand of Sanrenmu, which is SRM, and they make a ton of good stuff. It's basically a copy of the Sebenza, and it's great because you know what? You and me, we're probably never buying a Sebenza. Like I have zero interest. Dean Vogus just gifted 10 memberships. You are the man, Dean. Thank you. Amazing. Look at all these people who just became members. Just remember, if you became a member, make sure you enter the giveaway. It's going to be something in the community section of YouTube. You're going to have to go in there and you have a week to enter. The last week in the month. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I was going with that is I am pro clone. I think clones are great. I think especially if the design is more than 20 years old. If you have a design that's more than 20 years old, you have no ground to stand on critiquing other people for using your design. If you're set in your ways and such that you will not change the design or come up with something new in 20 years, you know what? Okay. Like the thing is like a great example is the Wave clones. They've been out for more than 20 years. I think that's good. I mean, if you haven't figured it out by then, you know, it is what it is. This is actually a really good knife. I've actually forgot how good this knife is for like $22. It's crazy. Crazy good. And actually, I have held multiple Sebenzas. This would be similar to the large Sebenza. I actually like the ergonomics on this knife better than the Sebenza, which is a, what, $400 knife, $500 knife? I guess it depends on the variation. You can get them up to like 800, I think. Leatherman just plays scared. That's all they know how to do anymore. They only play defensively. They don't know how to go after something and actually, you know, do something. And you know what it is? They should capture the market of like tradesmen out there. Like the tradesman market has been completely neglected by Leatherman. Completely. Like, they just discontinued the Crunch. The Super Tool 300 went up in price. The Surge went up in price dramatically. They haven't come out with anything else. They've just basically said, no, we don't really care. Even though those are the people, the hardcore people that will always support it. They were the ones that also will recommend to the next person they hire, you should have one as well, right? Oh, did we lose sound? Everyone here? I'm not sure. George, I'm not sure what you're asking. Hey, what's a great mod for a what? I'm not sure what you wrote there. Sounds good? Okay. All right, just checking. All right. Oh, Super Tool 300. What's a good mod for Super Tool 300? Is that what you're asking, George? Okay. Well, Super Tool 300 is a fantastic multi-tool. My favorite, though, is when I first started out, when I was doing this like early on with YouTube, I was doing modifications where I was hybridizing between a Surge and a Super Tool 300. So you have the ergonomics that are offered by the Super Tool 300 and the option to put certain types of internal tools. And then you have the outboard accessible blade and scissor or T-shank holder from the Surge. So like if I were to do it again, and in fact I am going to be doing it again, I'm going to be combining 5 different tools into one. I think it's going to be the most expensive modified tool I've ever made. But for the average person, the best things you can do with the Super Tool 300 are probably just, no, there's really, oh, wait, you know what it is? You know what you need to do if you just want a little bit of a modification that makes a big difference? The little tabs for the lock bar, they extend past the frame. If you can get a Dremel tool and round them and shorten them, they make it way more comfortable. That's the biggest thing you can do with the Super Tool 300. That's an improvement. They're not like, I want to be clear, Leatherman is not money hungry. Because they've played nothing but defensively, they have no plan moving forward that will allow them to get out of the situation that they're in. And part of it is they have to start engaging with their community and making them part of that solution. Like you see brand loyalty, right? Like how much have they done to really engage with them other than send emails that say, hey, here's this thing is you should buy us. Like they never send an email like, hey, this for you especially, you're going to be 30% off. That never happens. It's literally, hey, here's a marketing ploy stuff. Like that's what they literally send. It's completely worthless. Like they have done nothing to reward people. And like, I want to be clear. I have been subscribed as an account on theirs for a couple of years, right? And I have purchased 21 Leathermans in a 3-year span. 21 Leathermans. That's like way higher than the average person, right? So you would expect like, oh man, this guy's a whale. He'll buy like anything that comes out new. Maybe we should send him something or some way to get him to buy more. I get the same stuff everyone else gets. No treat, no difference. And so, you know, they could do that. The garage releases were the single worst thing Leatherman has ever done. Like all they did is literally piss off collectors, which is a really, really like stable like income for them, and just felt terrible. Like everyone feels terrible. Like they couldn't get on, the servers would crash, you couldn't order, things were gone in 5 minutes. The whole thing was just absolutely terrible. Like a 13-year-old with a cell phone could do more marketing in a 24-hour period than they've done in 6 months. Seriously, and I'm not even exaggerating. 1 week, I could increase their income by 30%. 1 week, just 1 week. I would be in that facility interviewing people, showing them like, here's a 1-minute video of how they like file this edge on this cool thing. That would be just boom, 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 videos, videos, videos. I would just be pounding it, just 6 videos a day. If that's all I had to do, like if I was in marketing with them, 6 videos a day, you would just be enthralled with how does Leatherman work? Like, let's see this from start to finish. Let's follow it. Oh, it'll be this whole thing. It literally would take no work. I wouldn't edit much of the videos at all. It would be super fast. We just get video engagement over and over again. I have twice the viewership per month that their YouTube channel does. No, 4 times? I don't know, something like that. And that's embarrassing. Are the components for the Wave Plus and Swiss Tech multi-tools interchangeable? They are not. The Wave Plus has pivot sizes of 7 32nds of an inch, and the other one is 5 32nds of an inch. And the pivot sizes on the clones are 5 millimeters, I believe. No. See, I would not take that job unless they fired their current marketing team. Like, they are flat out losing, like, they're costing Leatherman all of it. Like I don't know who runs that team, but they are the worst marketing team I've ever seen. They are terrible. They spend thousands of dollars on these really fancy looking commercial like things for 1 minute. Think about how much money they spend on those ads that show no negatives, no realness. And they think, oh, we did a great job. So dumb. Chester, I did a challenge where I made a video every half hour for a 24-hour period, where I made the video within that 30-minute period to post for the next 30 minutes. I did it like a marathon, 24 hours, where I posted a 1-minute video every 30 minutes. Okay? This is a piece of cake. 6 videos a day, no problem. If that's all I had to do, if that was my only focus to make content for Leatherman, that would be easy. Why is it not focused? What's going on here? Am I crazy? Is anyone else seeing this? Where is it? Let's see if that fixes it. It's weird. It's all fuzzy. They're not just not marketing in a modern way. It's not even the everyday carry crowd. They're just not marketing in a way that makes sense. And all the information they need to do good marketing is all available to them. Like, there's literally hours and hours and hours of YouTube content based around data showing exactly what type of marketing you need to get X audience. And then you can actually pay someone whose job it is to figure out where your consumer is. You can actually pay someone and they can show you where they are, what they're actually on at that moment, and how to engage with them. And guess what? It's not going to be magazines, which is what they spend money on. It's crazy. Grim Reaper, I hate to say it, but you might have just... I feel the same way. I feel the same way. 20 years ago, 22 years ago or something like that, Maglite was the best company in flashlights, right? Like, it was pretty undisputed. Most of the stuff coming out of China was garbage. Yeah, they're like, oh, we're the best. And they could actually say that, and it actually made sense. They haven't changed a thing in 20 years. Still tons of parasitic drain, real big issues. Meanwhile, China's kicking the living daylights out of every flashlight manufacturer on the planet. There is nothing we make in America flashlight wise that comes remotely close. Not even close. Oh, and they're like, Surefire. No, Surefire, I mean, really break it down 1-to-1, Surefire is not that competitive, but they are the most competitive. They are the most competitive of the American brands, I will tell you that. Like, right now, the Leatherman, from a functional perspective, is still better than anything that China makes. That will not last. Right now, they're using pretty crappy metals for their like not great metals for their materials. But if they just made that surge clone in a higher quality like material, it would kick the daylights out of Leatherman. Oh, let me try that. Quality. Oh, auto 720p. Let me try that. Did that work? Oh, wow, what a difference that made. Oh, wow. Thank you for that tip. That's really good to know. That's great. Thank you for that. Okay, to be fair, USA makes I think the best, well, at the very minimum, they make the best fixed blades I've ever seen. Like I can actually define it. Like I don't think, other than Germany and Switzerland, and I guess Italy is pretty good too, but no, really, realistically, there are a couple people, specific individuals in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland that are pushing the envelope on heat treatments and making fixed blades. But other than a couple of small individuals, I still think America makes the best fixed blades. And decent, pretty good folding knives, but they're falling. That folding knife thing is they're getting their asses kicked by companies like Best Tech, and what's it called? What's that other one? That other really high end OEM in China. What the heck is it called? I forget it. I forget right now. But yeah, they're kicking butt. Best flashlight for the price. You're gonna have to be a lot more specific. Battery size, how you're gonna carry it. Like I can find those for you, but you got to be more specific than that. Yeah, I understand that there's a lot of angst against EDC content creators that promote Chinese multi-tools. I only have one priority and one priority only. I want to equip people with capability. If people cannot afford to become capable because the product is out of reach and they don't carry it, it's irrelevant. If you get too expensive, you are irrelevant, as far as I'm concerned. Because 90% of the people out there cannot freaking afford a $200 knife. Most people balk at me for an $80 knife. And now you're trying to justify something that is, they're not even sure they're going to carry, right? And then you're like, oh, you should spend $200 on a multi-tool. That's crazy. It's crazy sauce. Cold steel, hot or not. Okay, all right. So first of all, they're still making good knives. So that's really a good thing, right? The problem is all the old models are still excellent, but the new ones are absolutely overpriced as hell. Like they also seem pretty good, but they're also ridiculously overpriced. The only ones that are not overpriced that are new are like the 5 Max, which is awesome. I want one so bad. The 5 Max, the 4 Max Scout, which is a new one. That thing is awesome. Like a couple of those, but like all of those new ones that are based on the Atlas locks or whatever, they're really overpriced. Like the AUS 10 variations of their new knives are like $100 when you can get the older models like the Airlight, the Voyager for like $50. It doesn't make any sense. In the same factories too. I mean, the products are still solid, but the pricing schemes make no sense. Yes, the flashlight market is hugely flooded right now. Look, really what it comes down to is like the leader, in my opinion, on flashlights right now is Olight. It's not close. It's not just because of the product, it's the way they approach product development. No one can touch what Olight has because of the way their reward system works. When you get to a certain level, like when you're yellow diamond, you can buy their products at 50% discount ahead of time. You have to sign a disclosure, and you can give feedback that will then be incorporated into that design before it goes to full production, which means that they have thousands of people doing punch lists for free. In fact, paying to participate in the punch lists, okay? and then give them feedback. So when their products come out, they're really good because they have all the issues worked out beforehand. No company can come close to that. No company can touch that stuff. Nobody. Like they figured out a way to get people to pay them to get feedback. Think about that. And not only that, you have to spend $2,000 with them just to get to Yellow Diamond. They are geniuses. It's just brilliant. And then on top of that, they have like a no questions asked like warranty policy. Like when you have an issue with their light, they're like, oh, that's terrible. Let us get you a new light right away. Like they know that credibility is the most valuable commodity. So they're really good. Like, I don't know how anybody who can compete with that. Phoenix has good customer service. I will say that. Like Phoenix is making a decent light, but they're slow. They're slow to adapt. And I think that's where they're going to fall behind. That's where everyone falls behind. They're just fast at, they can make changes no one else can do. Like the speed at which they change things is insane. Yeah, think about it. Imagine if you had thousands of employees who are going to give you their unfiltered like reasoning. So because they have nothing to lose, right? And they're going to pay you to give you that. And you have to do nothing except collate the data. That is the greatest like system I've ever heard of for any like company, period. It's just genius. Oh yeah, I haven't saw. That's a good. I thank you for reminding me. I'm actually going to see them at SHOT Show. I have a lot to talk to them about. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be seeing them. I'm going to pitch a couple ideas. We'll talk with them. Sit down. But yeah. So if Mr. Phil, go to your little reward thing where you can see all your different benefits, and then click on early access zone. And you'll see like there's a couple of things available and they're all 50% off, and you have to sign a little non-disclosure. So if you tell anyone about it, basically you don't get access to that zone anymore. And then you can buy those things ahead of time for 50% off. And actually doing it consistently, they will, take care of you basically. They also like say thank you and they send you stuff. It's pretty awesome. Are there any pocket organizers that fit Leatherman Arc and PM2? That's a big organizer. Okay, so I want to go. Yeah, thank you, Tim. You just read my mind. Last 5 minutes before we do the giveaway. So please make sure that you have entered in the Google Doc. Yeah, the Zippo insert. I like the idea, but only if it needs to have a magnet at the bottom that's strong enough that you can attach it to something. So you can like use the Zippo and mount it while it's actually like angled, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this. This is gonna be so sweet. Or even better, it mounts like in one place, but the head inside the Zippo actually rotates like 90 degrees. So it can go straight out, but go 90. So you can always find the right angle, right? Right? Like that would be sweet. I mean, it'd be such a good pairing. Now you want to talk about a company that's okay with making the same thing over and over again forever. Zippo is one of the very few companies I'm like, no, you keep doing what you're doing. You got this. Zippo is an American company that knows what it's good at, is very good at what it does. NFK, it's, you know what? Olight, maybe somewhere in the future. With the coupon code, you got 3 charge pluses. Were they charge pluses or regular charges? They did have the removable cutters, so they were like a new one. So some people thought it was the old one. But yeah, charge plus for 80 bucks. Kind of good. Kind of good. No, like Olight knows how to reward people. That's the thing. They're really smart. And not only that, when you start spending money, you can then use your like these little O-coin things to get discounts that can be combined with your like sale. Okay, so like if let's say I have a $40 item, because I'm a yellow diamond member, I can turn coins into like a $20 coupon. So now I'm paying 24 bucks. It's amazing. Like what they have done with their system is just freaky. And no one else is doing it. Yeah, I understand that people don't like the proprietary cells, but the proprietary cells do have an advantage. They can perfectly quality control them. And the problem is too, there are a ton of very dangerous batteries on the market. So if you've ever CR123 batteries are the #1 source of fires when it comes to batteries because they are not lithium ion. They are lithium metal batteries, very volatile. They're subject to heat and cold. You put them reverse polarity, they can explode. So by not having batteries that they cannot be sure where they come from, they can guarantee their flashlights for a lifetime now. And that's what they've decided to do. They've tried to go that route so they could stay and defend their battery. You know, they can take ownership of it. Yeah, no, CR123s are really scary, dangerous if they're in the wrong context. And you know what's weird? They have one manufacturer makes a 3-volt like lithium ion rechargeable CR123, which is so weird. In 2023, I don't understand the disposable batteries at all. I just don't get it. They really do need to make the i5R2 upgrade. All right, so no, lithium metal batteries are dangerous. They are because they're the cheapest version of lithium. They are the most reactive version. Remember, they're disposable, right? Like the disposable lithium metal batteries are way more volatile, like way more. Like you heard all these things that happen with lithium ion batteries. It's 3 times worse or more with the lithium metal batteries. Way more dangerous. Woobin flashlights are fine. Sean says, thoughts on CountyCom products? I'm not allowed to go to that website anymore because I always spend at least $100 because they always have something cool that I want. Like, I love their stuff. I can't say much more about it. If you like CountyCom, at least use the discount code. It gives you just 10% off. You can find it on my website. But yeah, CountyCom is scary. Like, I have a whole bunch of CountyCom stuff that I bought that I haven't even reviewed yet. Because, I don't know, I was on there browsing at some point. Just stay away from them. Just stay. Seriously dangerous place to browse. Don't browse there. You'll definitely spend more money you don't need to spend. All right, let's go ahead and pull up. So how many did we have? How many people did we have? Did we ever break 200? I don't think we did. We have 193. It's pretty damn close. So close. Hold on a second. 197. 194. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do the first drawing and see where we're at. Let's do the first drawing and see where we go from there. We only need a few more, only 6 more people. All right, so let me 188. We lost us, but just lost a bunch. This is our first time we have not hit 200, and I think that's partially my fault. I didn't tell people about the live stream till like not that long ago. All right, so let's take a look at. Okay, 163. All right, let me just quickly check something real quick. 192. Yeah, I always forget that, but yeah, the like button does help promote the live and makes it show up a little bit easier for other people. I always forget to say that, but I don't like self-promotion doing too much of that. So I always forget. Always forget. Okay, so 163 is the numbers. So we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, and then third winner, 69. Nice. All right. Winner is Richard. YouTube profile is Deft15. And that is going to be the G-Shock. Deft15. DEFT, and then it's a 0NE5. Let me check to see if we came in. Oh, here we go. He is here. All right. Congratulations, Richard. All right. How are we doing on viewers here? 187. Didn't quite get there today. Next time, tell your friends. Look, this one is on me. You know what? We're gonna do another winner because I probably should have let people know earlier. So we got to 197. That's pretty damn close, I think. I won't do that again, but we will definitely do one more winner. Okay? We'll do one more winner for the goods. So for this winner, you can choose the Invicta, which I've already put all the links back in. Great watch. I mean, it's basically almost unused, honestly. I don't even know. It doesn't even have much scratches on it. Nothing on the glass, though. Or you could do the 2 Casios. And you can actually, if you want, you can do these 2 Casios right here. You can do any of these 2. You got to pick one. Pick 2. So you can do any of these 2. Now this one does need a battery, so I don't know why. It must have come with a dead battery, but it needs a battery. All right. I don't know what happened here. It's always weird when you get one and it's been sitting on the shelf so long that it has a dead battery. All right. So we'll do one more. 1, 2, and number 22. 22. Number 22 is Esther. And YouTube profile is EP, E space P. Okay. Thanks. I am going to have fun. I think it's going to be a blast. I get to meet some people. All right, here we are. Here's y'all. All right, so EP, which 2 watches do you want? Or do you want the Invicta? I guess you can get the Invicta as well. This is the all stainless automatic variety. So this one's got the Seiko movement in it. So if you want that watch, we can do that. This is very nice and heavy. Or you can do the Casios. It's up to you. Which one do you want? All right, saw him in, so we're good there. I just need to know which one you want. Do you want the Invicta, or do you want any combination of these 3 Casios? So we have a Royale with the metal band. which I need to install the other metal or components, or you can, or this one here. So where is he? It's all right. I'll email him if I don't see it in a few minutes. But you get Royale and another watch. You can pick that as well. Can you do the Invicta? Absolutely. This is the small. This one I liked a lot. I had the larger variety. I didn't like it as much. This is the smaller. I think it's like 37 millimeters. See if you can see it. Yeah, it's upside down, of course. So yeah, this is a great little watch. I know it, like, Invicta gets a lot of flack, and I get why, but they do make a couple of nice ones that are like this, and they're really solid. Like, and people have, like, I've actually watched a video where they took the Invicta apart, like, down to a single screw, and they're like, this is actually really well built. All right, so let me write that, make sure I wrote that. Invicta Pro Diver. Yeah, and they have, all of these have, this has a 200 meters of water resistance, which is pretty sweet. Nice watch. I like it. I just like the Duro better. Where's the Duro? It's a cheaper watch. It's just my, I don't know. You know what it is? I guess I just don't like the little magnifier. I think that's the big thing I don't like. Don't like the magnifier, but I love the Duro. I just wish they made, like, they do make a smaller Duro, but it's just way worse for some reason. It's like, doesn't have the waterproofing and it's more expensive. What? Why? All right. Now we'll stick around for a little bit, and I'm definitely going to remember to send out emails. So if you don't get an email tonight, the two winners, email me back them, or check your spam folders, make sure it's not there. And don't forget that I will be mentioning the code that you gave, the 4-digit code, so you know that it's me. So between the fact that I have your email and the code, you know it's me. You sure, EP? If you really want to. I'll tell you what. What I will do, if you want to do that, EP, what I will do is this. I'll tell you what. What I will do is, because I like that gesture, I think that's pretty badass. So what I'm going to do, and I wish I had known that a little bit earlier, but what I will do is I am going to still send you something, but I will re-roll if someone else can win the Invicta specifically. The Invicta specifically. Sounds good? I think that's good. I think that everyone will be happy with that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 26. All right. I guess this is why you got to stick around a little longer. All right. First name is a bunch of letters. You always this much fun? You always this much fun. That's funny. You always this much fun. That's awesome. Okay, so while Tim is keeping an eye out for them, let me see what I can come up with here for EP. Oh, I got it. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Did we get them? Yeah. Okay, so we'll draw again. Let me draw again. One, 2, 3, 65. Winner is Paul. And YouTube profile is Paul_Miller43. Wait, did we get it? Oh wait, he's here. So actually, let me go back. So we found him. I actually didn't give it a lot of time either. I should have done that. 22, 26. Okay. All right. No, you're good. You're always this much fun. You did win the Invicta, so you're good to go. You got it. So for EP, if he's still around, I found something for you. So this is what we're going to do. I think you're going to like it. We don't have 4 winners. Or did we? Paul, I'll get you 2. We'll do that. It's fine. Why not? Why not? Paul can get the other 2 watches. How about that? That way I can get rid of them simultaneously. I wasn't planning on doing 4 winners, but here we go. Boom. Now, Paul, because your name is a little different, I need you to give me your 4-digit code, please. All right, there you go. You're good, Paul. All right. So for EP, here's what we're doing. We're doing this bad boy. Don't drop it. See if I can get it in the shot. This is an Altum Towser K. Very nice knife. What do you think? You like it, EP? Actually, I do think the ergonomics on this are great. I have so many knives. I don't need it. And I'm very lucky to have Kaiser sending me stuff on a regular basis, and the least I can do is pass it on. So there we go. So you're good to go. So I've already marked that for going to you. I've already put it in the spreadsheet, so we're good there. The only thing I need is from, who was it again? I'm trying to remember, was it Gary? Paul. Paul, which 2 watches, which 2 of the 3 Casios do you want? That's the only thing I need to know. And then I'm good to go. Well, you can also just tell me in email. It's fine. What is going on here? All right. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm the lucky one, guys. Like, I have this incredible YouTube channel. You know, all this support. The least I could do is pay it forward. and not accumulate stuff simultaneously. So that's also feels really good. Like I somehow still manage to accumulate stuff with all the giveaways. I still end up with stuff. So did oh, you do love Ultim. See, I knew it. I knew you liked Ultim. That's why. Okay, Paul will email me. Cool. I will give him some context in there. So that's pretty much it for today. I am a stuff magnet. Like, they sent me stuff. You know, it's also because I do that like Gear of the Week thing. So I've stopped doing like mostly independent item reviews and just done them like rapid fire in those Gear of the Week videos. So I'm able to say yes more. If I had to do individual videos for everything, I would say no to most things because there would just be no way for me to cover like 12 different knife brands. Like I get stuff from Ramit, I get stuff from Kaiser, CJRB, Civivi. I'm really lucky that way. And I can say yes to all of them because I can do those videos. And then I have a vein to get these gone using the live stream. So, I mean, it's awesome. I like the process. How long do you think it'll be before there's more knives with the super lock? God, I hope not that long. I mean, it's like the superior lock. Like it's the fidget factor of a button lock, just better. And it's way, way more secure. Like when you actually look at the way the lock works, it sandwiches the lock and it's just the pin sandwich. So like there's a pin, then there's the lock bar, and then the blade. So it literally sandwiches between the three. It's amazing. The super lock is right, absolutely the way to go, and people need to be doing it. Like there needs to be a lot more of them. And I don't think we're going to see the shark lock being leased out that often, and usually only in premium knives. So the fact that the super lock is open source, I mean, I would love to see more. Like, yeah, so good. It says you ordered the Byberry Search Clone and it's late. I can get a refund on it and it would still arrive, but I'm not sure about what would do the warranty. So if you bought the warranty is static. So what's crazy about that warranty, from what I understand, is like it covers a range of costs for that period of time. I don't know how it works exactly, but from what I can tell, because I've asked them to refund like a warranty that I had duplicates of, they said, don't worry about it because like it covers anything with that price range. I'm like, really? How does that work? So you're fine with the warranty. And I would just wait to see if it comes in. You know, it depends on how long it takes. But I'd also go ahead and contact directly Byberry, who can follow up on that. So you might be able to go that route before you refund it or, you know, try to get it back again. Jackson. So that's what I would suggest. I would just wait or contact the rep at Byberry through Amazon. Oh man, Kaiser plus Superlock. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. It has the Superlock has little things that make it feel like it's pretty strong. Like it's way stronger than a crossbar lock and way stronger than a button lock. I don't think it's stronger than the shark lock, and I don't think it's stronger than the triad lock. From what I can tell, it's not designed that way. I mean, you could technically take the super lock and beef it up so that it would do that, but you know, it's going to be strong enough, like really strong. It also looks like it's one of those kinds of locks that as it wears, it locks and engages even stronger than it did. So like it just continues to push into itself because of the spring. So it's like the triad, it's like the shark lock in that regard. Otherwise, when you actually open them apart, they look completely different. All three of them are very different. No. So Snex did purposefully said they would be open source. Purposefully said the Superlock is not patented, which is how awesome is that guy for making this amazing lock and then not patenting it on purpose? Like, that is such a Giga Chad move. Good question. I don't know. I do know that Teal Designs, we talked to him about what kind of lock to use for a folding knife, and he made a folding utility knife with the super lock, which you can find on Teal Designs. It's a little expensive, but it's handmade. And I don't know how he did it. I think he contacted Snex, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how he got it, but you could see that other companies can use it. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know where the files are. I would just contact him. I would ask him, hey, if I'd like to use the Superlock, how would I do that? And my guess is that you should, I would attribute it to him. I'd be like, this amazing lock by such and such on my little quote thing, because it's genius, because I think it'll help get his name out there, I don't know if 3D printing a box cutter fidget toy makes much sense with the Superlock. I mean, it's just, I mean, you can do it just to try it mechanically, but I don't think it really does you any good. Yeah, I would try to MC. I would contact him on Instagram. Yep. We're getting close to that time to close it up. So we ended up with 4 winners instead of 1. I don't know how that happened, but I like it. It was for good reasons. It's for good reasons. So. It's all, I mean, it's great. It's fun to give away stuff. He may also have a website. All right. Yeah, I think this is a good time to say goodnight. So as always, thanks for your time. It was a lot of fun. I think we all had a great time. At least I did. And we'll talk again real soon. Hopefully you'll start seeing some videos this week, but then SHOT Show next week. So see some shorts, and then we'll be back to it. All right, guys. Good night.